Yo, yo, yo! Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Mammy Geeks Weekly Movie Updates, brought to you by DigitalCrackNetwork.com. I'm your host, Punch305, and with me, as always, old school movie and gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
You didn't hear that thunder I just hit?
No.
Don't be surprised if all of a sudden I cut out because Comcast sucks.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We have to work fast. We have to work fast now.
Yes, we do. Yes. And with the amount of giggling you have going on, I don't know what you're up to, but yeah, hurry up and get there.
All right. Well, guys, this segment is brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIAGeeks10 to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS 10. All that's downstairs. Wow. All that is in the bottom description, where you're going to see the promo codes and also timestamps. Just so guys keep in mind whatever we're talking about in news updates. You guys can skip through it, watch it, or go watch the whole thing. I mean, guys, you're going to be watching an entertaining show. So, hands down, get ready for laughs. Also,
information's downstairs because we have a basement.
Yes, we do. Right?
This video has a basement.
Stop. And before we get started, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just to know when we come up with these amazing shows, which is 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And let's get started.
I noticed that you got all the intro stuff out of the way before I can say something totally horrible.
Oh yeah.
You have to segue into it.
Oh no. I got it all out of the way because I couldn't just wait for this one.
Whatever.
Shut your face.
Whatever, you wimp.
Shush. Guys, today we're gonna start this episode a little heavy-hearted. We come to find out that MythBusters Grant Imahara.
Grant
Imahara died at the age of 49.
Not Imahara.
I'm Hispanic. The R's roll off that hard, man.
But there's not even 2 R's there.
But it comes off.
Come on, the man
like
just
that.
passed away. A little respect.
Sorry. Grant Imahara. It doesn't do it right, man. I can't.
Your mouth is broken.
It is. My mouth is all broken. But sorry, guys. I know it's. I mean, it's not like a joke, but we're not trying to be funny here. I mean, seriously, when I try to pronounce those R's, it comes off rolling off the Hispanic way, Cuban. You know what I'm saying? But he did pass away on Monday. He was one of the biggest, coolest guys on MythBusters with the robotics, and he suddenly passed away. So far, what they're saying, it might have been a brain aneurysm. All I can say is, man, Godspeed. And I hope that his family and loved ones are together, comforting each other, and has also his friends from MythBusters and whatnot. Because this is actually a tragic thing, especially at the age of 49. That's a pretty young age.
My age.
Yeah. So Willie, we have to cherish you more longer.
Makes me think about things.
No, of course.
Well, if you're gonna cherish me, can you at least use proper English? Because more longer is not proper.
Okay, then.
I know I'm being a pedantic. I'm being a pedantic grammar Nazi, but whatever. It's my
please.
7th grade teacher. We've
Sorry
talked about this before.
I am so sorry. What is it, Grade Master Willie?
Yes, but yeah, I mean, I feel for his family and his friends. I know that Adam Savage was really broken up about it when he posted on Instagram that he was hurting. I'm sure a lot of people are hurting, and I feel for them. I rest in peace, man. I really enjoyed seeing his work.
Indeed, so have I. And well, now that we got that out of the way, let's continue on, guys. So,
yes.
Star Wars will not have a Comic-Con panel this year, being that it's going to be at home. Yeah, it's pretty shocking, especially that everything's going to be kind of like done at home. Marvel pretty much said that they're not going to have something, but I think they're going to throw a couple shows in there. But now Star Wars is not going to have a panel at all this year. Star Wars will not have a presence at San Diego Comic-Con 2020 due to the human malware. And it's kind of weird because there was nothing said about it. Willie, do you know anything about this by any chance?
No, I don't. I know this one hit me kind of by. I mean, I didn't know what they were going to show other than season 2 of The Mandalorian. Mm-hmm. There were talks for a few other things that they're working on, but I didn't think they were going to have enough to throw a big panel together. Now, maybe I'm off. I don't know if have you heard of anything of them doing something for like a D23 this year?
Actually, yes, they are going to do a D23 this year, which Marvel's going to be heavy in there, like super heavy. And if they're
So
going
I
to be in there, so
guess
I'm guessing Star Wars might do something within there. The other thing I was kind
I'm gonna say
of,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, because I was just thinking about it right now. They're going to do a San Diego Comic Con 2020 at home. The only people I would expect to be there, like DC, Marvel, a couple other movie franchises, also Disney. Being that Disney does own Star Wars, so I'm kind of having that like, okay, they might not include a Star Wars panel, but it could be under Disney and just call it a Disney panel. I mean, the thoughts in the air. I mean, we're not 110%
Well, if I'm
110% sure
correct,
about it.
if I'm correct, correct me if I'm wrong, but DC's not going to be there either. They're going to have their fandom, right?
Well, they're gonna have something there. That's the thing. They're gonna have their fandom, and that is absolutely correct. Which we talked about it, but they're gonna have a little panel in in the Comic Con at home thing.
Hmm.
So it's kind of shaky, but I mean, it's something that we have to look into when it comes around, which is I think next week or the week after, right?
Something like that, I believe so.
Yeah.
But one thing that I've seen gaining steam is people ask, since this is going to be a virtual Comic Con, they want to see virtual cosplayers.
I'm all for that as well. I'm all for that.
I think that's a pretty. I mean, I don't know how they would do it, but let's be serious. I mean, Comic Con is about more than just Hall D and all the nerd news that's going to come out.
You're right.
It's seeing all the people come out and cosplay.
Yeah, our cosplay fan base, pretty much. Well, which we love to see and see all the badass designs and things you guys come up with, making the characters come to life, technically. And, we're going to be missing all that. So I really think they should do an online San Diego Comic-Con 2020 for cosplayers as well.
Yeah.
And it'll be
by Ivy Doom Kitty and Jessica Negri.
Yeah, that's it. Gauntlet down. I say go for it.
Yes, because they're going to listen to us and immediately say, you know what?
You
These
never
people
know.
from Miami that we've never heard of, we'll listen to them.
Because we're awesome. Just forget that, okay? You know what else is awesome? Joe Pesci.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
You know where I'm going with this one.
Oh, yes, I do. I discovered this, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
I didn't know this was a thing. I discovered this, and I had to share it with you, and I've been obsessed ever since.
Yeah, it's actually become my new norm now that I have to watch the Joe Pesci Wise Guy rap. We're not going to play it here due to copyright reasons, but we are going to show you the album, and we're going to have the links down below for you guys to go see it yourselves. I never thought in my very life that Joe Pesci will rap, ever. I know he does a little album, but I never thought
he did an album, and in that album, he actually rapped Wise Guy style.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like my heart actually sang for 5 seconds, and then it started to beatbox.
Dude, it was all the glory I wanted to see and more. It was everything.
My God.
It makes me happy. Like, after this, I'm going to watch it one more time before going to bed because it just makes me that happy going to bed.
The only reason I have not watched that video more is because I'm 100% obsessed lately with Cream by Wu-Tang.
Damn right.
And you know why? We've discussed this.
Oh, hell yeah. Because cash rules everything around me. Well,
That's
you.
right. Dollar bills, y'all.
Damn right.
But yes, that is a moment in history that I think everybody needs to see.
I agree.
The only way it would have been better is he would have used his Lethal Weapon voice.
Oh my God! Stop! No.
Tell me you wouldn't. Like, I would actually pay money.
Dude,
I want to.
That'll be the remix. Forget about it. That'll be the Wise Guy remix with that voice.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. I can't. It's too much awesome.
Yeah, you know what? That I'm already overfilled with awesome, especially with everything you showed me today. I am full of the awesome right now. So let's start sharing this awesome with everybody. Like, for instance, Henry Cavill addresses the criticism of his performance in the Witcher Netflix series. Henry Cavill, who plays Garlet, if I'm saying it right. Garlet.
Geralt.
Geralt. God, man, I'm bad. Geralt in the series apparently.
Geralt of Rivia.
Geralt, where? Where do you see that?
I'm just saying, that's who he is, Geralt of Rivia. I played the games. Hello.
Oh, excuse me, sir. Well, yeah, you have.
You're
I'm
excused for now.
For now only?
Just for now.
Well, so Henry Cavill pretty much goes on to Reddit and stuff like that to check out what people say about his performance on the Witcher Netflix series. And he says, for me, it's a vital to go about and read. I'm all about the Reddit forums and read all the reviews. And literally, I'm trying to get everyone's information. Some of it is not useful, and others are criticism that are incredibly useful. I take it all in, and I look forward to bringing it even closer and closer to the Witcher, to the Witcher's Arthur. Author? God, what's his name?
Witcher author. I'm not going to try. I can't speak. I will totally butcher the Polish name. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do that one.
Yeah, you're talking to the guy that like really kills.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. When I see a name that I'm not sure how to pronounce,
yes,
I hit the brakes and I say, you know what? I don't want to mess up the name. You look at it and you say, let me go faster.
Yeah.
So not only do you crash into a wall, they're gonna find your corpse with your right and your left foot on the accelerator.
Well, the only thing I could probably pronounce maybe would be the last name, Sapkowski.
Sapkowski.
There, that guy.
I will say his first name is Andrzej. But like I said, I'm not very good with Polish names. The only reason I know how to say Mike Krzyzewski is because I've heard people say it. But if I would have just looked at the spelling, I would have Polish names are very difficult.
Sounds better than I will say it. That's for a fact.
Listen, there's so many K's and Z's in that name that you would break.
Oh no, I broke already. I'm done.
In about 7 pieces.
Yeah. And
okay.
And I think that's pretty cool. Like if he's actually going out reading everybody's forums on Reddit, and of course I don't think he's gonna answer them. He's not gonna be like, "I did my best" or something. You know, people freak out. So I think that's pretty cool that he's actually looking at fandoms and pretty much seeing what they expect to see how the Garlet.
Say it again.
Garlet.
Geralt.
Sorry. I'm just reading it by the way I see the name. Every time I hear it, I don't know.
But anyway, I'm just saying, well, I got to commend him for actually going into the den of trolls and actually, just reading.
Yeah.
Just going through the comments like the average person would read the comments on anything they've done and would wilt like a flower because the internet's cruel. I don't know if anyone's told anybody, but the internet's a pretty cruel place.
Yeah, it is. It's horrible. That's why I try not to read the comments, but I do because it's a must. And I condemn this guy for doing that because that's actually pretty.
Condemn?
No,
you don't condemn him. You commend. Oh my God, this is going to be English. This is going to be the new episode of the Digital Crack English lesson.
Okay, I commend them.
Thank you.
Jeez. Jesus Christ, Dad, stop.
I'm sorry for being so pedantic, but
stop it. Stop it, Dad. Stop
I have the soul of a repressed 7th grade teacher coursing through my veins. I can't help it.
But either way, man, I think it's awesome that he does that. And, so now I'm waiting for The Witcher Part 2 or the Season 2, I guess, to see how well this criticism reading has done for him.
Or if the criticism actually changed anything.
Maybe. Let's see how that works out. So,
let's see indeed.
The Mandalorian, Esposito says, what?
You almost messed that one up.
Almost, but I've been reading his name a couple times. So Giancarlo Esposito says that the MCU is the next thing on his wish list. He was speaking to Entertainment Tonight, and he shared that he wants to do work with those guys. I want to put it out there that Esposito said in a face often attached to the fan casting of Marvel's movies, and also that they've been putting his face in a lot of things like Magneto and Doctor Doom, which I don't know. I kind of see him as a Doom. What do you see him kind of as?
I don't know.
Because as a Doom, if you do Doctor Doom, that would be pretty hot. That'd be like, dude, all right, I want to see you do some bad.
I don't know. I mean, could I see him as a maybe not as a Magneto?
Hmm.
I mean, Magneto. Okay, being 100% pedantic.
Okay.
Magneto is typically white because he is like Magneto's character is Jewish.
Yes.
His whole thing was that he was a Holocaust survivor, and he hates humanity because of what humanity does to people that are considered marginalized. Um, so maybe not Magneto, although you could make a case. Doom, yeah, I can see Doom.
So do I.
I'm trying to think of is there a role that I'd rather see him in? I can't think of one off the top of my head.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, listen, everybody wants to be in the MCU.
Yeah, and he's dying to do it.
Sooner,
And the thing is that
sooner,
he's dying to do it. But go ahead, sooner.
sooner or later, this train's gonna run out of track. But it's the biggest thing going as far as a shared universe. There's plenty of space for a lot of people. Everybody wants a part of it. So why not him?
Yeah,
He's a good actor.
he is. He's actually a really good actor, and he's catching
I'm
like
actually gonna
all
spend.
this fame now, which
I'm gonna spend the
pretty
rest of this
interesting.
podcast trying to think of if there's a role I can see him in.
Hmm. I don't know. But the funny thing is about this whole thing that we're picturing him as Magneto, Doctor Doom, is that he's never really made any rumors or talked about being a character. He just says he just will be in the MCU, and then all of a sudden this fandom started creating him as Magneto, started putting him as Doctor Doom, and start asking, requesting him to be a certain character, which he hasn't even, he haven't said nothing about it yet. And one of the other things that he's like, that he like for these rumors, that he's been working with a guy named Louis. Years ago, excuse me. He worked with a guy years ago named Louis Deposito. That he's a guy that works in Marvel, and
Uh-huh.
he hasn't even really asked him or nothing to be in one of those movies. But he continues doing his acting. And it would be a fantastic thing if they just chose him to do a movie, an MCU movie with him. That's actually part of his wish. Like he really wants that. And you know what? I see it. I would love to see him. I'm not sure as a villain or a good guy, but I would like to see him as something in there. Especially that he is like one of the main villains in the Mandalorian in the end.
Yes. I'm still stuck on what I would like to see him in. I'm trying to think of all the characters that are Latino.
Hmm.
Like if I wanted to get him for a strictly Latino role, he's not a teenager, so we can't do the mutants. I'm thinking Sunspot, Richter, Darwin, Empath. I'm a huge Marvel nerd, ladies and gentlemen.
Like they didn't
Um,
know.
but I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have to be a traditional Latino role. Maybe he could be the next Iron Man.
Wow, that'd be pretty dope.
Who knows? I mean, they're willing to bend the rules for some of the characters. I wouldn't mind seeing them grabbing him and having him do a traditional role like an Iron Man or maybe I don't know, not Cap,
No, not a Cap.
not a Cap,
Maybe an old friend
but
of Cap.
maybe a Sasquatch.
Hmm.
Sasquatch is Canadian. They're beyond white. They're white and polite.
Oh my god. You know what? Let's continue on.
Speaking of awesome Canadians,
Yes, indeed. Ryan Reynolds says that it's time for an R-rated Deadpool movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe already. And this is all started because Hugh Jackman, the movie X-Men Future Days and Past, is on Disney Plus, and they pretty much left his ass in the movie, and also him saying "fuck off." So Ryan Reynolds seeing that, he's like, you know what, Disney, it's time that you guys put my movie in Disney Plus, or it's time to make an R-rated Deadpool movie, which I'm okay with that. It's true. They put Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman's ass in freaking Disney Plus, so I say, it's fair.
I disagree only because of the inherent problem of Disney.
All right, go ahead.
I mean, it's obvious the reason why Deadpool hasn't been properly, even mentioned even though he is a very popular movie character now. The problem is that he's an R-rated character, and he's been bought by a production studio and a movie studio that is known for its wholesome, family-friendly image. That the trick with Disney is the only studio whose name has an image. Like you say Warner Brothers, you say Universal, you even say Fox, you don't have anything really attached to it. You may know some series, like you know that Fox had Aliens and Predator and all that bunch of stuff, but you don't like those that the studio isn't synonymous with those characters.
Yes.
Disney is synonymous with Mickey Mouse and family entertainment and the theme parks that it's wonderful to go to, but everything is super overpriced. But how do you fit a character like Deadpool in that?
Well, I mean, I understand that point of view, but now that Disney's expanding to a bunch of other things now, and now they just added Marvel. So kids not only was just taking Disney as, oh yeah, Disney, Mickey Mouse and all that, now they're gonna be taking it as Disney Plus. Hey, look, Marvel's here as well, and of course the adults as well because we love Marvel. And you guys already kind of like gained the whole thing of, okay, Marvel already took in. Not Marvel took in, Disney took in Marvel, so you already have that in your head, like, okay, if I'm gonna be in Disney or Disney World, you are gonna be seeing some Marvel things there already, either shirts, dolls, action figures, whatever the hell, and also movies. So, I think it will work out, being that it's a family friendly thing, of course. But if they're gonna do something with like family friendly, and especially with Deadpool, they could do the G version of Deadpool, which yeah, it cuts out all the good stuff. But it's still a pretty funny movie.
Okay, Fox danced around the whole Wolverine thing until Logan happened. Logan is an R-rated character. The things that he does don't really work in PG-13. Disney would never greenlight a Logan.
No, Logan. That's gonna be that'll be very difficult. Very difficult unless they do something within Disney Plus, which is a setting. And they make sure that the movie is only adult version. So if you create an account for your kid will only see Marvel's PG-13 type of thing or rated G, whichever one. Or they'll just make it basically cartoons for the kids.
Okay, X-Men: Days of Future Past.
Yeah,
is a PG-13 movie. Mm-hmm. There is a lot of killing in that movie.
Yeah, there is.
You saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
There is a lot of death. Granted, it's not gratuitous, like gory death, but people get snapped, and the hard way. Even seeing that in Disney Plus is actually interesting, but nothing compared to Deadpool.
Nah.
And let's face it, the reason why Deadpool has the fandom it has, at least in the movies, it's because of its R rating, and that's not just because of the violence, but because of who Deadpool is. The Merc with the Mouth has quite the spicy mouth.
Indeed, he does. He doesn't hold back. And that's
putting it lightly.
He doesn't hold back.
Not at all. So, yes, the Night Before Deadpool, I think it was called.
Yes, the
PG one.
Yeah,
that was a cute gimmick, but you can't. That doesn't have legs. For the core audience that wants to watch Deadpool, that doesn't have legs. And I'll tell you this, thinking about it, Deadpool is only the start of Disney's problems. They're going to have to revisit the PG-13 Wolverine thing, which maybe they'll be able to play off. But Wolverine is supposed to be an out-of-control maniac who will slice people in half.
Oh, my God. And he does.
And here's one.
He does in certain movies, actually.
Here's one that I've thought of, but has also been brought up a couple of times that I've seen. What do they do with Punisher?
Yeah. Oh, my God. The Punisher movies.
Punisher is a vigilante who kills people.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He's technically the Dexter of the Marvel Cinematic Universe because he only kills bad people.
Yeah.
But he kills them dead.
Yeah, like dead. D-E-D, dead.
D-E-D, dead.
Yeah.
How do you handle that?
Nah, you know what, man? There is a very thin line. And you're absolutely right.
How do you handle Punisher on MCU Punisher? I still want to see how they handle Blade.
No, that's, man. You know what?
Because
I think
the first two Blade movies,
they're gonna have to do a setting or something for that. Like I was just mentioning right now, because yeah, those movies are not gonna be able for kids can't see that. They won't be able to see that.
The Blade movies were all rated R, and they were awesome. Well, the first two, I'll say. The first one because it was new and Wesley Snipes was a badass. The second one because not only was Wesley Snipes a badass, but Guillermo del Toro directed it. The third one, yeah, well, Ryan Reynolds was in it.
Yeah, that's about it.
So I demand that if anything is done with Blade, he has to make a cameo as Deadpool.
Oh God, let him make that cameo. I want him to say something like, "Haven't we been here before?" or something like
that.
Yes.
He shot Ryan. Deadpool shot Ryan Reynolds at the end of Deadpool 2. He needs to do something with whatever that smart-ass character's name was in Blade Trinity.
You know what? I'm right now looking at my app right now, and it comes to my attention that there is the whole profile for kids, which of course the adults are the ones that are managing it, and they have a little check that they have to put there for kids profile to just only see kid-friendly interfaces with only content like just meant for them.
That's
only meant
great,
for kids.
But the problem is that Disney is a brand that is meant for kids, and having a Deadpool movie under the Disney banner itself is like culture shock.
Yeah, but then again, that's
like watching a Mickey Mouse cartoon and him turning to Minnie and saying, "Shut up, bitch, make me a sandwich."
Awesome.
Like the culture shock is like through the roof on that one.
Yeah. But I'm okay with that because, if they were to do it, and they might, it's going to happen, they will just say, look, all these rated R movies are going to be in the adult version of Disney Plus. No kids can see it, and they're going to have to probably work very hard on making that happen. And then, of course, as parents, you got to make sure that the kids don't go into your profile, which that's going to be very impossible.
Yeah, but now you're talking about a character possibly being in the biggest franchise that Disney has right now.
Yeah.
The MCU. That's going to be in a section that kids can't watch.
Imagine that. I mean, think about it. It's going to be mind-blowing because then the kids are going to be like, wait a minute, Deadpool's here in Disney Plus, but we can't see it until we're a certain age. Or unless you have that really cool uncle or that drunk dad or whatever that, hey, come here, let's watch this movie.
I'm a cool uncle and a drunk dad.
You see, 2 for 2. Awesome.
No, actually 3 for 3 because I'm also going to be the super awesome granddad.
Yes.
I mean, my grandson doesn't know it yet, but that's because he's 11 months. No, he's 10 months.
I was gonna say 11. I'm like, Willie.
he's gonna be 11 months old in a few days. Almost a year old, bro. I'm getting old.
Hey, man, we all are, man. You know what, man? I think we should play a little game.
What's that?
I want to play. Usually, we have this game that we play the kind of like piss the Willie off moment, I guess, but it's not really piss
the Willie off. I am now a carnival show. I am the Willie. I am the weird creature that people try to anger.
Well, let's not try to anger you too much. See if we can make you surprised. Usually, we'll have three articles that I'll read. I'll read my best. Let me just be honest. And
we should have a counter for every time you fuck up a name.
Man, what? It'll go off the charts. It'll be like ding 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 ding, and then just see a little cartoon character. Funny, isn't it? Just right will appear. But so we're gonna start doing that. Today is only one article that I'm gonna read to you, and I want to see how this makes you feel, Willie.
You usually try to find things to piss me off. Mm-hmm. And you were giggling before we started, so I'm beginning to think that this one is gonna make my blood pressure go up. I haven't taken my medication. I just
a tad. This one's gonna make you. This one's gonna make you. Yeah, you better take the blood pressure medicine because this is gonna be pretty.
Boy.
And here we go. James Gunn wants to see Scooby-Doo team up with the Suicide Squad.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. Scooby-Doo with the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, you heard it. I just read it again. This is fresh off the freaking web.
Scooby-Doo. How is that gonna? Okay, so a gang of goody two shoes teenagers, led by a dog. Let's be serious. Scooby's the one that's running things there. Teaming up with a group of villains.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
They're never gonna get away with it because of those meddling kids.
Yeah. And I find it very interesting that James Gunn wants to see that happen. He's pretty much tweeting out there that he really wants to see Scooby-Doo and the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's unlikely a considered thing, but he is considering that Warner and Disney to do something. But then he also wants an animated Mystery Inc. with the Suicide Squad to happen, if it's possible, he tweeted.
Okay, no, hold on a second.
Yes.
Hold on. I just had an idea.
Go.
Remember the Suicide Squad movie when the military bigwigs were sitting like, what if Superman tore the top of the White House and kidnapped the president? How do we stop him? And their solution was the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
A bunch of people who, like, only one of them had a power level that would at least, maybe give Superman concern.
Mm-hmm.
How are they going to handle Shaggy?
God only knows. God only
Isn't
knows.
Shaggy like Super Saiyan 4 by now?
I don't even know. He's Super Saiyan. He's also John Wick from what I saw a little while ago. He's everything. So I don't know.
You saw that?
I don't.
No,
I don't
actually,
know.
no. Yeah, okay. The Shaggy was cool. That you should put a link to that.
I should.
Somebody imagined Kermit as John Wick, Shaggy, and a Smurf.
Oh, I'm so gonna put this on there because it needs to be on.
Kermit is John Wick. Shaggy is John Wick. I can actually see that. But you know what that means, right?
Not really. I don't want to know.
That means that Scoob has to die.
Well, no, not no. We could say no. We could say, and hear me out.
Okay, so
hear me out.
So
no,
Shaggy is John. So So Shaggy is John Wick 2.
Yeah, and
Scooby's the pitbull.
Scooby is the dog that's always with John Wick, and the dog that died is Scrappy.
No one will be upset with that. No one likes Scrappy, dude.
Nobody does. That's why I'm like,
no one likes Scrappy.
I'm okay with this. I'm all right with it.
Puppy powered through the fucking floor. You know what? I'm happier with this news now. You know what? You messed up. I didn't get as mad as you thought.
Nah, I thought you were, but after talking about it, and like civil adults that we are, this actually came out to be a huge plus.
Yes.
So
Shaggy becomes John Wick, and the backstory is that they killed Scrappy, but Scooby was the one that healed his heart.
Yeah.
But he still had to fight alongside Halle Berry.
Yeah. I'll be okay with that.
I am too. I love Halle Berry. He's beautiful.
And that was pretty much it. Next time for sure, hopefully next week, we'll have 3 more articles or something for you to read to see if it tickles your fancy, make you pissed, or God only knows what it makes you does afterwards.
You slipped on this one. You only had one and it didn't do anything.
I know, but there's not like a lot out there. That's why I was like, this one has to do because this one's actually pretty fun. But with that being said, it's time for our feature presentation, and it's time for the Kentucky Fried Movie.
It is time. Our almost weekly series on Wednesdays. Have you seen?
Yes.
A movie that we think is worth a watch because of whatever reason. And this week's movie, I love this movie so much.
Oh my God. I was introduced to this movie.
Fried movie.
This movie was introduced to me by Willie, and I thank him every fucking day about this movie. It's so good.
This movie is okay. It's a 1977 movie. Mm-hmm. Very few people heard about it. As a matter of fact, the first time I heard about it, talk about from a weird source, I remember a mention of the Kentucky Fried Movie when I was like 13, 14 years old, watching the VHS release of the making of Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Yes.
John Landis was the director of that video, and they were showing the whole behind the scenes and how Michael Jackson came to the idea that John Landis should direct the video, and he mentioned that he had seen Kentucky Fried Movie. Movie came out in 77. I was 6 years old when it came out. So, of course, I had never seen it. And we're talking about the late 70s, early 80s. There's no internet. There's no way to hear about these things. I had to go hunting for it. Finally, I found it at a video rental place. Remember those things?
Oh my god, awesome places.
I rented the movie and I have not been the same since.
No, and dude, believe it, this movie, it's just so awesome. Like, yes, it came out in
Okay,
'77, and I come to find out it in 2000 something. And I'm here to tell you, Will, like, why wasn't I introduced to this movie like in the beginning? Why?
okay. Let me give the basics on this.
Go.
1977. It's a straight up hard R comedy.
Yes, extremely.
It's an
hard.
anthology movie, meaning that it's made up of different little segments. And this was the first movie that John Landis worked on, but it launched the career of not only John Landis, but of the legendary Zucker, Abrams, and Zucker.
Yeah.
David and Jerry Zucker and Jim Abrams were the writers of some of my absolute favorite comedies. I'm talking about Airplane, Airplane 2, Top Secret, and remember, my favorite TV show died way too soon, Police Squad.
Oh god, it still holds up.
Begat
It's
the
amazing.
Naked Gun movies. That show was so ahead of its time. It was just one crazy joke after another, and I piss in my pants laughing even today.
It's so good. It still holds up. It's so old, but it holds up. Which
I think it still does. I think it still does.
It does. People will probably look at it and be
really think
like,
it does.
I don't get it, but they'll laugh at everything that guy does.
Like imagine Airplane, the comedy Airplane, not like the disaster movie Airplane. Think of Airplane as a half an hour TV show. Well, not even that. Think of Naked Gun, because Naked Gun came from Police Squad.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. And this is where they started. The Zucker brothers and Jim Abrams started with Kentucky Fried Movie. Now, this movie, like I said, it's an anthology. It has different little clips, and most of them are parodies of movies. You have your disaster movie. You have a blaxploitation movie.
Oh my god, yes.
You have the women in prison movies, and the feature presentation, which is in the middle and takes up the longest runtime, is a straight up parody of Enter the Dragon.
Yes, all the way, man.
Straight up parody. I mean, it tries to follow the beats of the movie, but it's by the people who made the Naked Gun movies.
It's literally 31 minutes long, right down the middle. You're like, wait a minute, what? This is the movie?
And I will tell you, it has racist shit in it because it's racist as hell.
Extremely racist.
But oh my god, the laughs.
I mean, come on. How are you not gonna laugh at a guy that plays Bruce Lee, a lookalike, and he does Elmer Fudd's voice?
Bruce Lee, if he had Elmer Fudd's speech impediment.
Lord, it is too great.
And Bang Soo-han, who was an actual, accomplished Hapkido fighter, as the bad guy. Not Dr. Claw.
No.
Dr. Klon. Oh, they parody. There's even parodies within that parody, because the scene in Edge of the Dragon where Claw is upset because some guards were lax in their duties, and O'Hara kills them. No, it's not O'Hara. Is it O'Hara? No, it's Bolo.
Yeah.
Chong Li. You have to put that in. Chong Li. Anyway, Bolo kills the guards for not doing their job. Well, in the parody inside Kentucky Fried Movie, it turns into the dating game. And the guards are actually answering questions like if they were in the dating game. Like it leads to so many quotes. There's so many quotable lines in the movie. And the first one I think of, if I was asleep and you were my alarm clock, how would you wake me? No, I wouldn't. I'm no ding-a-ling. And it sounds stupid as shit, but you watch this in the movie and you're pissing in your pants laughing. Like, okay, it has to be said. This is a movie, like I said, like you say about Blazing Saddles, And like I said about other movies, like and droopy cartoons and stuff like that,
Yeah.
this is a product of its time. It's a product
It
of the
is.
'70s. It's very sexist and a bit racist. Not just with the Enter the Dragon parody. There is a little bit of there's one scene that really leans hard on the N word.
Oh my god, yeah.
But there's one scene, oh my god, the joy of sex.
Yes, that's the best. Man, I die laughing on.
This movie, some of the clips are send-ups of different film genres, but in between they have like little commercials. And one of the commercials is for the Joy of Sex LP, like vinyl record, and it's supposed to be like a how-to for getting nasty with somebody, and it's a younger black couple. The guy, by the way, was in porn.
Yes, he was.
Don't ask me how I know that, but you see them playing the record and going along with it, trying to get into the mood and steps on how to get sexy and all that bunch of stuff.
Of course.
And for some reason, the record just happens to have a bit about premature ejaculation because the guy has it, and it leads to the absolute best part of the entire movie, and you're laughing because I'm going to say it. Big Jim Slade.
Bush.
Play it.
Roll it.
Should premature ejaculation occur, the Joy of Sex album comes equipped with Big Jim Slade. Big Jim, former tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, is outfitted with various whips, chains, and a sexual appetite that will knock your socks off. Big Jim has satisfied women throughout the world, and the capital of Nebraska is Lincoln.
God, I love that. I love that so much. I love it because it is an entire segment. There's a non sequitur with non sequiturs inside the non sequitur.
Oh my god, it hurts.
It kills me. It kills me.
Oh my god.
It is the greatest thing at the time. It was the greatest thing I had ever seen.
It hurts. It hurts inside.
It does.
Oh god, man! I'm telling you right now, you guys have to see this movie. You're not gonna find it on Netflix. It's just let it be known. You might have to check it out.
You have to find this through alternative means.
Correct. Or if not, you're gonna have to cheat your way through freaking YouTube and watch like one clip at a time for everything.
Watch little clips because they do have the clips in. I mean, you could probably get it from YouTube.
Yeah, but then you have to pay for it.
It's worth a watch. You have to keep in mind it's a product of its time, so it's very crass. It's very sexist. There's a lot of nudity. Boy, there's a lot of nudity.
Oh, plenty. Especially in Catholic high school girls in trouble.
Catholic high school girls in trouble.
Show me your nuts.
That's what I was going to say right now. Play it.
The screen has never dared to be so explicit.
Show me your nuts.
Oh, how you doing? We're from USA.
Oh my God!
Why are you making me do this?
Why don't we just make this entire podcast just a running of the whole movie?
Oh my
God! How funny it is.
I'm sure we're gonna get a lot of views and be like, "What the hell is this?" No need to explain.
This is a movie. This movie was not like a little put together project, in somebody's backyard.
No.
They were big names in this movie.
Yeah.
Donald Sutherland is in it. Henry Gibson, George Lazenby, the second James Bond, is in this movie. Bill Bixby is in it. David Banner, not Bruce Banner,
No.
David Banner. Did you know that story?
No.
When CBS greenlighted the first Incredible Hulk TV show, the Lou Ferrigno one, they decided that Bruce Banner was not a manly enough name, so they changed it to David Banner.
How the fuck? Really?
Listen,
that was horrible.
This is the 70s. But yes, as long as you keep in mind that this movie has some very rough edges for now, considering when it was made, it is a laugh riot. And it's not the only one. Years later, John Landis got back together with the old band and made Amazon Women on the Moon.
Amazing.
Another anthology send-up Not as funny as, in my opinion, but it more lampoons more TV, but it does have a little segment in the middle that's like, oh, cable, almost Skinamax type movie.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, Kentucky Fried Movie,
It's hands
if you
down.
haven't seen it, I think that you absolutely have to.
Yes. And your gut will really thank you for busting out laughing everywhere because it's just so fucking awesome.
After we're done here, I'm gonna watch it again.
I'm damn with that. I'm okay. I want to watch it too. And guys, just like I've been saying in the beginning and whatnot, I'm gonna have descriptions down below. I'm gonna have a link to Wikipedia for the Kentucky Fried Movie for you guys can see what we're talking about, and you guys can see the content and also the scenes that we're talking about, the sketches actually. And you can again find it any needs necessary, or YouTube it, and you can find everything on there. But it's not gonna be the same until you watch the whole thing all together.
Yes, I think that this is something that you need to see from beginning to end.
Indeed.
And see it properly, just to get the context. You're watching these crazy skits, and all of a sudden a news guy is sitting there. I'm not wearing any underwear. Film at 11.
Just out of nowhere, he just bursts out and says it.
Out of nowhere. Moscow in flames as missiles head toward Los Angeles. Film at 11.
I am pleased.
I'm going to watch it as soon as we're done here.
Well, actually, we're going to be done right now. Guys, I want to thank you so much for joining us today on this Have You Seen moment. And again, this segment is brought to you by D2D. Use promo code MIAGeeks to save 10% on your next purchase order. That's MIAGEEKS 10. Also, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button to know when we have these awesome videos, which is 3 times a week. And guys, thank you so much for joining us in the movie, and we'll see you in the movies next time. Take it easy, guys. Peace.